guys, so I'm back with you today with another video. This video is going to be all about a belly button piercing. Now, I've had a lot of frequently asked questions about a belly button piercing. I've written them down, and I'm going to share the answer with you all. I am not anywhere near a professional piercer. If you have, complex questions that I probably didn't answer in this video, or that I couldn't answer for you, you might want to go ask your piercer. But all of these are just from my experience and people that I know their experience. So let's get started. Okay, number one, does it hurt? It depends on who you are and how high or low your pain tolerance is. Now, for me, my experience, I didn't even feel it. I had got my tongue pierced. It's been a really long time, but I got my tongue pierced, and I kind of felt it pinch just a little bit. Not much at all. Not like, oh my god, it hurts so bad. No. It was just a little pinch. I just felt it for a second. And then I went and got my belly button pierced, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this isn't going to be anything like my tongue piercing. It's going to hurt so bad, and I was just so scared. My friend's like, Brittany, honey, it's not going to hurt, and all this stuff. And she had had hers done once before, but I don't know what happened, if it rejected or anything. But, she had to take it out. So we were going to get them done again together, which this was my first time having mine. And I was like, oh my god, it's going to hurt so bad. I'm so nervous. I'm so scared, blah, 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 all this stuff. And so they they marked it and clamped it and told me to lay down. I laid down, and she's like, okay, take a deep breath in and breathe out. When I breathed out, I was like, have you done it yet? And she's like, yeah, honey, I'm done. And I'm like, oh, okay. So mine, I didn't feel it. My best friend, she told me I wasn't going to feel it. She said she didn't feel hers. But then when she got hers done the second time after I got mine, she felt it, because she had scar tissue from the previous piercing. And so when she got it done again, they went through the scar tissue, and it kind of hurt. So yeah, I mean, it just depends on how your body takes pain. I would have to say you would have to go get it done to see if you could tolerate the pain or not. I mean, it did not hurt me at all, I promise you. Even the clamps, everyone says that the clamps are the thing that hurts the most, and they did not hurt. So, I mean, it just kind of depends on your body type and, your pain tolerance. Number two. How long does it take to heal? It takes about 6 months to a year to heal. Now, some people, I know they're going to argue with me about this, but some people will say that it took theirs healed in 2 weeks, and they can change it and everything. You got lucky. That does not happen every day. But the real amount of time that it takes to heal is 6 months. Now, it may not be healed in 6 months. It may take a year in 6 months. It may take a year. It may, it just depends. It varies from person to person. It also depends on how well you take care of it. If you take care of it really good, it'll probably be healed within 6 months. Or some people can take really good care of it and it be healed in a year. It just depends how fast your body heals things. Number 3, when can I change the jewelry? 6 months. If it's not healed yet, it will be sore trying to change it. So if it's sore, do not change it. Wait till it's absolutely healed. And I know that's a hard question to be like, well, how do you know? Well, you'll know when it's not sore, it's not red, it's not swollen. So don't change your jewelry 2 weeks after you get it, 2 months after you get it. Wait 6 months if it's healed. If it's not healed in 6 months, give it a couple more months. See how it does, how it reacts to your body. If the redness and soreness is gone, then you could probably change it. It's probably healed after that. But, it may take longer. You just got to be patient with it. Number 4, should I use alcohol to clean it? Do not, and I repeat, do not use alcohol to clean an open wound piercing. Not just because it's going to hurt, But if you use alcohol, it could slow down the healing process and make it harder for it to heal, and that would suck if you had to wait just longer for it to heal. And also it would dry it out and get it really irritated, and that would be not good, because if it's trying to heal and it's irritated and red and sore, then you're going to want to take it out, because you're not going to be able to deal with the pain, and just it would suck to waste money on a piercing you just got and you had to take it out because you cleaned it with alcohol. And now you know. Do not do that. Number 5, when can I go swimming? You can go swimming, they told me 2 to 4 weeks, and that is with, like, after you go swimming, 2 to 4 weeks after you get it done, you can go swimming. But when you get out of the pool or whatever water that you're in, make sure you clean it right after, because the bacteria that's in the water from everyone else or whatever else is in the pool or whatever you're swimming in, the bacteria from that could get into your piercing and infect it. If you decide to go swimming, make sure that you clean it right after, just take really, really good care of it. Make sure you do not go swimming from the time you get it up until the 2-week mark. After 2 weeks, do whatever. Just make sure you clean it really well. Number 6, what does it feel like? I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel the needle go in at all. So, I couldn't tell you what it felt like. Some people say it hurts, some people say it doesn't. Some people, I've watched videos on YouTube, they have cried getting it done because it hurts so bad. I don't know, it's just whatever your tolerance is. I guess you'll never know till you go get it done. Really, that's all I could tell you. Number 7, how long will it be sore or red? I stayed red all through the healing process. It was red. It just depends. Number 8, where can you get your jewelry? You can get it at Walmart, you can get it on Amazon, you can get it at bodycandy.com, you can get it on eBay. Buy it new. Don't buy something that is used, because that is gross. I know you can clean it and stuff, but still, would you want something someone else had in their belly button? No. Don't do that. So, all my belly button rings come from Amazon. I think. Some of them may have come from eBay, but I made sure that they were new. This is the next question. What kind of jewelry do you use? What you need is surgical steel, titanium, or something that is 14 karat gold. Make sure it is real. Anywhere you go, make sure you look at your jewelry before you decide to buy it. I know it may look cute and you may want it, and just because someone else might have it, and just because it worked in someone else's piercing doesn't mean it's going to work in yours. So just make sure you know what you're buying before you buy it. It would suck to buy something and get it home, put it in, and it swell up your belly button piercing and get infected, and then you have to take it out just because of that one piece of jewelry that you thought was cute and that you liked so well that you had to buy it. You didn't pay any attention. That would be bad. So just make sure you know what you're buying before you buy it. Number 10, what to expect with healing. When it heals, you'll expect, or when it's healing, you'll get redness. It'll hurt sometimes. It'll be tender. You'll get crusties here and there. It just depends. Pus. Now, if the pus is white or clear, you're good. But if it's yellow or green, that's bad. You need to take care of it immediately. That means it's infected. If it's green or yellow, if it looks gross, it's infected. Just plain and simple. You'll have soreness. It's going to be sore for a long time. They just shoved a needle through your stomach. You were going to be sore. and your body is going to heal. Now, if it's like a white, crusty pus like kind of stuff, that do not worry, because that is just the white blood cells in your body trying to heal up the piercing, because it's got a foreign object in there. It doesn't know what it is. It's just trying to heal up the wound that it created. Now, signs of an infection. That is painful. The pus is discolored. You know, it can go along with rejection and migration too, and I'll get to that in a second. But you know, if it looks gross, you probably need to take more care of it than you have been, because chances are you're probably neglecting it, and it's, you know, trying to heal itself, but ending up getting more infected. Another thing, a bunch of people don't know this. If you have pets, I have 2. I sleep with 1. But dog hair and dog dandruff, this is gross. But if it gets into your piercing, it can make it infected. So what you can do to prevent this is, after you get out of the shower from cleaning it or whatever, before you go to bed, you can take some gauze or a paper towel and put it over your piercing. Like, say, here's your piercing, you put it over your piercing, and you can take some surgical tape, or I don't know what it's called. I call it go to hell tape. You can take some of that and put over it and sleep with it through the night, and then when you get up in the morning, you can take it off. It does wonders to keep the pet hair and dandruff out, because if it got into your piercing, it could infect it, make it sore, you know, all this stuff. Another thing, do not touch your piercing if you have not washed your hands. When you first get it done, just keep your hands off it. I know it's new, you're going to want to touch it, you know, but don't. Please don't, because you can get infection really easily just by touching it. When you clean it, make sure you wash your hands first, and what you can use to clean it is the sea salt, and when you're in the shower, you use antibacterial soap. Get one that doesn't have a scent. On the bottle it says gentle. That's the one that I use, because when I first got it done, I used the one that didn't say gentle, and it made my belly button so sore. It was like burning. It hurt so bad, and so I went to the store and I got the one that said gentle, and it was completely fine after that. Okay, and on to my last question. What is rejection / migration? Excuse me. Rejection is when your piercing gets pushed out of your body. Like, and it is exactly how it sounds. Your piercing is in your belly button, and the skin over top of it ends up becoming so thin that your belly button ring will come out. Now, don't mistake rejection for healing, because they're kind of similar but kind of not. If your belly button is healing, you know, then it's going to kind of stay where it is. But if it's rejecting, your belly button is going to be sore for a long period of time, and it's going to hurt really bad. It's going to be very painful, and the skin will get like thinner and thinner where your belly button ring is, and eventually it will come out. So what you need to do is you need to take that piercing out before it comes out itself, because regardless if you want it to come out or not, it will do what it wants to do. Now, rejection does not just happen with belly button rings. It can happen with surface piercings. And a surface piercing is like a belly button ring, an eyebrow ring. Some dermals will reject and come out on their own. It doesn't happen with a tongue ring. It doesn't happen with your ears. It can happen with a rook, I've heard, but I'm not too sure. But anyway, so it's just basically going to push out what your body does not want there. Migration is a little like that, but not at all, you know, if that makes any sense. Migration is when you get a piercing and it kind of shifts or moves just a little bit, and that's your body trying to, I guess, heal and get adjusted to that abnormal thing that's there, more or less kind of healing around it. And like mine, when I got mine done, it had a lot of skin, and then it migrated just a little bit, and now it's got a little less amount of skin there. And it was kind of pierced off to the side, but as it migrated, it kind of straightened back up. So, I mean, migration and rejection are two totally different things. Rejection, more or less, it will not heal, and migration, it will heal, but it will just kind of move just a little bit. With migration, it just kind of moves and it's done. It heals up, but it kind of moves at the same time. It doesn't, when it's migrating, it still heals. When it's rejecting, it won't heal. It just pushes out. But yeah, that's all the questions I have. If you'll have any more questions or would like to know anything else, leave your questions in the comments. I will check those. If you would like me to do any other videos regarding piercings or anything like that, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. But I think that's about it for belly buttons. If you have anything else, just let me know and I'll try to update them. Feel free to comment, like this video up, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye!